Hey, everybody. We got to talk about the Federal Reserve today. The meeting decision just came out. It was a 25 basis point hike. That's exactly what I predicted. The key here was it was a unanimous decision, which means that they basically thought to themselves, we have to put a united front up because of the banking crisis. Why didn't they do zero? Well, basically because that would send a signal that they're worried about the banking crisis, which would then create more instability in the system. So again, 25 basis points was just enough to let people know that they're serious about fighting inflation, but also to tell people that they're calm about the banking crisis, even if they're not. And what we're seeing here, guys, check this out. So here's Jerome Powell. You guys can see him talking behind me. He's giving his press conference. Markets initially rallied. Now they're selling off. And this is really interesting. Let's go over here to the charts. We got to look at some of the charts here. So take a look at the NASDAQ, right? This is the NASDAQ 100 10-minute chart. Initially, we rallied up, and now we're selling off. And the key is this, guys. Number one, the NASDAQ, if we go to the daily chart here, the NASDAQ has rallied over 10% just in the last week or so. Also, look at this candle formation here. This candle here today, if that ends that way, it's a topping tail. That is a sell signal. All right, I'm a big fan of being short the market here. When you have this type of rally going into the Fed decision, it's time to look to take profits. Be careful of Bitcoin. I've talked about that as well, guys. And I've talked about how this Bitcoin level now is actually in major resistance. And I've said this to you guys before. Let's go back. Here's your daily chart. I'm going to zoom out here. I want you guys to see this. All right, so basically this Bitcoin level is the end-all be-all level for Bitcoin. It's the most significant level going back to basically the pivots of 2021's bull market at the lows. Look at this. Right up against that, look at the sell candle you're getting. It could go as high as 30. That's always a possibility. But the bottom line is, this is the level where, to me, this is a sell-off ready to happen in risk assets. People are going to go to protection because the Fed is not going to give up on inflation, and that's going to slow the economy. So now all of a sudden things are taking shape. Recession second half, I've been predicting that. You're going to hear more about it. You're going to hear more about stagflation, all of these things. The Fed is not budging on rates. The Fed obviously is trying to sell kind of the calm because of the banking crisis, but this is not a good situation, and markets are starting to recognize that. Come find me at inthemoneystocks.com, verified investing crypto, and if you want to learn all my methods, verifiedinvestingeducation.com. Take care.